Hello everyone and welcome to this new Neoswing video tutorial in English. Today I'm going to show you a very nice move, and this time I even know the original name, which is the running man. However, when I learned this move I didn't know what the name was, and so as always now for me this is the walking man. And I do think it looks more like a walking man than a running man, but you will tell me because now it's dance time. Well, as you can guess, this move is quite tiring, but from a technical point of view, it is not that hard. So how do you perform a walking man? Well, you start in this position with one foot on the ground, and I will call this foot the main foot, and the other foot lifted. And then this foot should give a little kick and land on the heel, so something like this. Whereas the other foot has to slide back, so like this. Now, if you do this all together, here is how it looks. 1. Then you are in this position, and the foot on the heel should become the main foot. So you have to do something like this, and let me show you again. This should become the main foot, so you do and then you are in this position, which is perfectly symmetric, so you continue 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. Now, as always, let me give you some tips. Well, first of all, I think that you should not do a walking man looking at the audience, because it doesn't look that good. Let me show you. So this is good, good, and this is meh, because you don't see anything. Well, you can do a walking man looking at the audience, but you have to cross your feet a little more. So let me show you. This looks fine. And second tip, which is very, very important, when you do a walking man and when you are in this position, you should lift your knee quite high, at least at 45 degrees, because otherwise you will look like an old lady. And I'm not joking, let me show you. I don't want to do this, but I will. You see, this is no longer a walking man, this is a walking grandma. But now let's see some variations. Well, the easiest thing you can do while doing a walking man is simply turn around, and let me show you. And you see, this is very, very simple. I don't think I have to explain it, because you simply turn around bit by bit. So you do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. Whereas the second variation is way cooler, but it is also way harder. So let me show you first. So how do you do it? Well, you start with a normal walking man. You do, for example, 1 and 2 and 3. Now, normally, this foot should become the main foot, but instead, you make this foot become the main foot. And so you do this. Then, normally, this foot should give a kick, but instead, you make this foot give a kick, and you bring this foot down here. So you do something like this. 4. Now that you are in this position, you can continue with a normal walking man. So this foot will become the main foot, etc. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And finally, let's have a look at the third variation, which is not as hard as the previous one, but it still looks pretty good. So this is the move. And to do it, it, you simply start with a normal walking man, as always. You do 1 and 2 and 3. And now this leg has to do this movement, back and forth, so and 4, whereas the other leg has to rotate around the toe, like this. And if you put it together, it should look like this. And 4. And then you can continue with your normal walking man. So, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now the fun part is that it seems that this leg draws a circle while doing this. But it's just an optical illusion because you're just doing this. So I really hope you liked it, also because this move was made by me. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, keep practicing and see you in the next one.